What is up, my friends? Good morning, and you are very welcome along to Wednesday morning's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. As always, I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with all the things happening with Liverpool Football Club, of course with one eye on the summer transfer market. Just a reminder, the Reds are back in action a little bit later on tonight. Well, technically the game is into Thursday morning, but we will be doing a watch along of it on the channel from 11:45 p.m. tonight. The Reds taking on Arsenal over in Philadelphia, and I'll also be back at 8:30 tonight for the late night agenda. So when we go through the video and you guys watch it, don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoy it, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Just a reminder that these are going to be our last live streams until probably Monday or Tuesday, because we're heading over to the UK for our shows in Cardiff and in Liverpool. If you want to come along and see us on either Friday in Cardiff or Sunday in Liverpool, you can get those tickets with the link in the description of this video. Right, let's get stuck into it. So first of all, the friendly with Las Palmas is being discussed, but if it does come off, and it's rumoured to be the day before the Sevilla game, so the week before the Premier League gets underway, it looks as if it does happen, it will be a behind closed doors game. I know a lot of Liverpool fans who'd bought tickets for the Sevilla game were feeling a little bit like they might be shortchanged, but it won't be a game that's going to be sold to the public. So if it does happen, again, it'll be a behind closed doors one, so you should still be all good to enjoy what I would expect to be a full strong team against Sevilla. Right, let's get into Rio Ngumoha. Remember him? Feels like an eternity since we were waiting for the announcement on him. Fabrizio Romano has said Liverpool are finally set to complete the Premier League's 5-step investigation process for Rio Ngumoha to join the club from Chelsea. He is an undoubted talent. Born in 2008, Chelsea worked really hard to try and keep him at Cobham at the academy, but Liverpool have managed to, well, turn his eyes towards the Reds. This is going to be a player for 2, 3, 4 years down the line, but it is a big get for the academy, and that announcement should be coming. The here we go, well, the club won't be saying that, but the full announcement should be coming from the football club very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. I want to talk to you guys about interest in Morten Frendrup. Remember we spoke about him, the Genoa midfielder who has been touted as one of the options that Liverpool are potentially looking at to bring in and help in midfield. Well, unfortunately, reports over in Italy suggest that he is he's unsellable for Genoa in this window. Now, I don't believe that. I think every player has a price. They say Liverpool would submit a bid worth about 25 million, but it wouldn't be accepted because he's considered unsellable. Again, do we believe unsellable is real? No. But do we believe also that Liverpool are going to pay what it takes? Well, that remains to be seen. If we test the waters with an offer, I'm sure we hear about it. If we don't, well, then maybe we won't. Now, it isn't all doom and gloom, because there are a few murmurings starting to come around about Liverpool having an interest in Adam Wharton. I still think that Ederson from Atalanta is the best fit, and so do our audience. We ran a poll in last night's show about this, and 67% of the Anfield Agenda viewers would prefer Ederson over Adam Wharton, but he is a player that Liverpool, Manchester City and many other Premier League clubs are looking at. I think it was 20 million that they signed him from Blackburn from Crystal Palace. I don't know if it'll amount to anything or not, but do just keep an eye on that situation. With Frendrup, it feels as if this one is just going to be another name that comes in, sails under the wind and goes out. There is one more name to speak about, and that's Joey Veerman. Despite some reports coming from the Netherlands to say that it's just rumours and speculation of Liverpool's interest, that hasn't stopped many publications from continuing to link Liverpool with a move for the PSV Eindhoven midfielder. You know, Dutch international, again, for me it feels like we're shopping in the cheap shops here, but maybe he is the solution, maybe he isn't. But what does worry me is something that James Pearce has been quoted as saying. He said one of the factors that led to Liverpool turning down the offer from Marseille for Endo was that they believed there were a lack of suitable, affordable and available number 6 in the market. This, my friends, is year number 3 that we're searching for a number 6. And with the greatest of respect to how deeply we've looked at these players, I refuse to believe that there is not a number 6 on the planet who is any of these. So suitable, again, I think we'll find one that's suitable. Affordable, well, that's probably the key word in this sentence, isn't it? Affordable. See, I've had a bit of a concern this summer. We knew that we were probably not going to see any big sales from Liverpool this summer, so the question was always going to be, Are the owners going to put the money in so that Arne Slot can get those positions? We've been taught loads of things this summer, but again, it's that don't take everything as gospel when you hear the reports of Liverpool wanting a centre-back, a midfielder and a forward. James Pearce was also quoted as saying that it was never going to be a busy summer. Now, of course, that's a subjective term. What is a busy summer? I don't know. But we were always told that Liverpool's aim this summer was to bring in a centre-back, a midfielder and a forward. We are now very close to the last month of the window, moving into the last 30 days, and we have a lot of work to do. We haven't brought in any of those positions, we haven't sold anybody, nor have we extended the contracts of Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk or Trent. It's up to you when you want to hit the panic button, but I'm hovering above it, very, very firmly ready to slap down on it because I'm worried. We are going into another season with an underprepared squad, an underfunded squad. And with all due respect to Arne Slot, if Jurgen couldn't win the league with this group, I don't know if we can expect Arne to come in his first year and get that job done. But one thing we have to do is, again, just, if you want to show patience, that's fine. But you don't get then at the end of the window to say, but we didn't sign anyone. The signs are there. I think you should be concerned. No big sales could mean no new incomings. Every time FSG, in my opinion, have had the decision between a big expenditure or a cheaper version, they've gone for the cheaper version. Let me cast your mind all the way back to the Anfield revitalisation, the renovation. What were the two options? Staying at Anfield, redeveloping, or moving somewhere else, maybe to Stanley Park. And what did the club do? They decided to go and stay at Anfield. Now, I'm not here to say whether that decision is right or wrong. Everybody will have their own perspective. And I think, in truth, a lot of Liverpool fans were happy that they stayed. Similar thing in Boston with the Red Sox. They did up Fenway Park rather than move. Again, when it came time to trying to buy Moise Caicedo for 115 million quid, what happened next? Well, we went down to a 55 million pound player that we also didn't sign in Romeo Lavia. And what did we end up with? 18.5 million pound 30-year-old Japanese central midfielder Wataru Endo. For me, it's no coincidence, but it is just my opinion. I've never had faith that we're going to see a window where we go out there and bring in top quality players, because I've never had the faith that we're going to sell. And that's the thing with our owners. I think every time we buy and spend big, we usually sell quite big. And nobody's been sold yet. So maybe they thought Barca were going to come in with money on offer for Lucho and they could move him on and use that to freshen up the squad. But they haven't. Nor will they get a transfer fee for Mohamed Salah. Nor will they get a transfer fee for Virgil if he's not extended. These are all, to me, very worrying signs of owners that don't want to spend and don't want to really compete and are happy to just be there or thereabouts in the Champions League places. But I guess the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and August is the month that some people have been pinning their hopes on. I think it's a little bit foolish, because what happens in August, prices get more expensive. Clubs know other clubs are getting desperate, and Liverpool probably have to free up a few spaces as well. So, for instance, if we're going to bring in a centre-back, we'd have to have that centre-back in, surely, before we maybe sold Sepp van den Berg. That's cutting it close. That's before we look at midfield. And I don't know what this magic of August was. I don't know what people expected. There was plenty of opportunity in July to get deals done. The assessment of the squad, I always believed, was more for the fringe players. We all know how good the main players are, so no assessment really required there, in my opinion. Now it's over to Michael Edwards, to Richard Hughes, and these owners to get it done. 3 signings, remember. That's what we were told was possible this summer. Defender, midfielder, forward. Let's see what happens by the end of the window. I'm concerned. You're free to make up your own minds. Feel free to let us know in the comment section. And as I said, I will be back tonight at 8:45 and then at 11:45 as well for a watch along of the Arsenal game. Look forward to catching up with you all then. Thank you for watching.